Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Let's Code and Achieve. Today we are starting our 5-week Java Bootcamp. So in this series we will begin with the basics and move to the advanced Java concepts that you will use in the real world coding. So here I would like to add one important point. What makes our bootcamp special is that along with the learning these concepts and practicing it, we are going to see how these are used in the software industry in real life. I am going to explain you that how we use these concepts in our service based or product based companies. Okay, so let's quickly see what we will be learning. Our curriculum is divided into two phases. By the end, we will code full project in the Java from the scratch. So we will start with the basics in the phase 1, which will help us understand the advanced concept in phase 2. So let's start. We will use our GitHub repository to guide us through the topics. So here we'll start with an introduction of Java and covering its history and features and different editions. So this will give you a solid foundation of what is Java all about. Then we'll move to the setup of development environment. So we will set up our development environment by installing the JDK, and we'll configure the IntelliJ IDE or Eclipse to run our programming codes. So here I would prefer you to install IntelliJ IDE. Here we'll move to the first concept of our Java, this 5-week bootcamp, variables and data types. So here we learn about variables and the different data types in Java. So here mainly we will have two sessions on each concept. So like for suppose variables and data types. So here we'll talk about in theory and what are the types of variables and data types, and after that whatever we have learned in the theory sessions we will execute in code in the practical sessions. Okay, let's move to the next topic, operators and expressions. So here we'll explore various operators in Java such as arithmetic, comparison and logical operators, and how to use them in expressions. So here on operators and expressions we will have one practical session. In this practical session we will write code using these operators to perform different operators and comparisons. Then we'll move to the control flow statements. We will cover control flow statements like if else and switch, which allow us make decisions in our code based on certain conditions. And in the practical session we will implement if else and switch statements in the code to see how they work in the real life scenarios. And after that we will move to the loops. So here we learn about loops including for loop, while loop and do while loops. These all are which help us execute code repeatedly based on the conditions. So for example we will see how we will cover these all the concepts in the 5 weeks bootcamp. For example, let's take loops. We'll open our repository. So here we will cover the introduction. Then after that we'll talk about each concept like for loop. So here we'll learn about for loop and we will see some basic structure how it looks. So after that we'll see for each loop, so how it looks and how the syntax looks like, and how the difference between for loop and for each loop. Then after that we'll move to for while loop, and after that we have a do while loop. So all these things we will cover in theory session. We will see the basic syntax. After that we will have one practical session on these concepts. So exactly in the practical session what we'll do. So in the practical session for example let's take for loop. So on for loop we will execute one program. So likewise only we will for each and every concept we will have some few coding sessions we will practice in practice sessions. Here we have finished our phase 1 with all the basic concept. So let's move to the phase 2. It is nothing but advanced topics. So here we mainly talk about OOPS concept. OOPS is nothing but object oriented programming language. So, firstly, we'll cover about introduction of object-oriented programming language. In this concept, we will cover class and objects. Then after that, we have a mainly four pillars in the OOPS concept. So that is nothing but inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation and abstraction. So let's see individually. So we'll talk about class and objects. So in class and objects, we will understand the class and objects. So let's see class and objects. Here we learn about class and objects, how to define them and their life cycle. And this is the core of object oriented programming language. And after that we will have a practical session on the class and objects. So here we will create a classes and objects in the code to see how they work in practice. Then after that we'll move to the methods and constructors. So here we'll explore methods and constructors, including method overloading and constructor overloading, which are the key to creating a flexible and reusable code. So here again we will have a practical session. We will write the code defining methods and using constructors. Then after that we'll move to the one of the pillar in the object oriented programming language, that's nothing but inheritance. So here we'll learn about inheritance, which allows one class to inherit fields and methods from the another class. And after that we will have a practical session on the again inheritance. We will create a subclasses and use inheritance in the code to see how it simplifies our programs. Here we'll understand the polymorphism, which allows methods to do different things based on the object they are acting upon. And after that we will have a one practical session on polymorphism. We'll write a code and by demonstrating a method overloading and a method overriding. For example, we can see how we have observed in the phase 1. So here exactly what is polymorphism. So we'll talk about polymorphism. Then after that how we use this concept in real world scenario. Then after that we have a different type of polymorphism. One is compile time polymorphism and another is runtime polymorphism. So in compile time polymorphism we'll learn about the introduction part. Then after that we'll see the syntax and we'll see one example. And after that in runtime polymorphism we'll talk about the introduction part. Then after that we'll see the basic how it looks, the syntax, and what are the what is the difference in compile time and runtime polymorphism. So after this we'll have a encapsulation. So here we learn about encapsulation, which restrict the direct access to some of an object components. Like it's promoting modularity and maintainability. So here also we'll have a this is the one of the concept in OOPS concept. So here we'll have a one practice session. So there we'll implement the getter and setters in the code. Then after that we have a abstraction. This is our last concept in the advanced concept. So here we'll talk about abstraction. We will explore abstraction, which hides the complex implementation details and shows only the necessary features. So this is also one of the main concept in object oriented programming language. So exactly what it does we'll learn in the theory session. Then after that we'll move to the practical, then where we will implement the abstract classes and using and abstract classes, and also we have the interfaces. So we'll all these things we'll cover in the practical lessons. So here our phase 2 ends. We have covered all the basic and advanced concept in phase 1 and phase 2. So that's a quick overview of what we will be covering in our Java bootcamp. So make sure to follow along, practice the examples, and don't hesitate to ask any questions. If you have any questions, please put in the comments. I will try to help you. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel Let's Code and Achieve, and hit the bell icon and stay tuned. Thank you all. See you all soon in our upcoming videos.